The silence between strikes.
Bruce Lee stands alone at the center of a wooden floor, soaked with 10,000 hours of sweat. The lights are off. Only the gray wash of pre-dawn seeps in through the high windows, cutting geometric shadows across his silhouette. He isn't moving. This is rare. His students know him as relentless motion, a body that never rests, a mind that consumes technique the way fire eats paper. But right now, in this stolen hour before the world wakes, he is completely still. There is a mirror 20 meters away. He has been looking at it for 11 minutes, not at his reflection, through it. 3 weeks ago, the doctors told him the headaches splitting his skull like lightning were not stress. The weakness in his back was not fatigue. His body, the instrument he perfected, the weapon sharpened with legendary precision, was betraying him. Cerebral edema, swelling in the brain. They used soft words: rest, caution, time. He heard what they didn't say: you can break. Bruce Lee closes his eyes. At 17, he left Hong Kong with nothing but anger and ambition. In San Francisco, while other immigrants scrubbed dishes and counted coins, he taught Wing Chun in parking lots for $5 an hour. Chinese elders said he was disgracing tradition by teaching white students. The white establishment said he was too foreign to matter, so he made himself matter. By the time Hollywood noticed him, he had already become something else, something without a name. Not quite an actor, not quite an athlete, a living contradiction. Too Chinese for America, too American for China. He built a philosophy out of rejection. Be water, he said, but water does not feel pain. He opens his eyes. In the mirror, his body looks the same. Lean, wrapped, ready. But now he knows the truth. Every punch he throws is a negotiation with collapse. Every film he makes steals time from a clock he cannot see. Enter the Dragon, wrapped 2 months ago. The studio is already calling it revolutionary, his first Hollywood leading role, the film that will finally prove he is more than a novelty, more than the sidekick they tried to turn him into. But he will not live to see its premiere. He doesn't know that yet, not consciously, but somewhere deeper, where muscle memory lives, where instinct decides before thought, he knows. That is why he is here, in the silence. In the corner stands a wooden dummy, Wing Chun tradition, smoothed by decades of impact. He has struck it so many times he could do it blind. He knows every angle of its joints, every weakness in the grain. He walks toward it, not fast, not with the explosive speed that made him famous. Slowly, each step deliberate. When he reaches the dummy, he doesn't strike it. He presses his forehead against the wood. His breathing turns shallow. The headache returns, a vice tightening behind his eyes. Some say this is when he begins to cry. Others remember it differently. What matters is this: Bruce Lee, the man who taught himself to be invincible, is alone with the knowledge that invincibility is a performance. He strikes the dummy once, softly, almost tender. The sound barely echoes. He strikes again, harder, then again, and again, and again. A rhythm forms. His breath sinks with the blows. The pain in his head sharpens, but doesn't stop. This is meditation. This is prayer. The only language he trusts when words fail. Crack. A knuckle splits open. Blood appears. He doesn't stop. This isn't training. This is a conversation. He is asking the dummy, asking the universe, the question he has avoided his entire life. What do I leave behind when the body breaks? Because the body will break. It always does. The movies will end. The fights will fade into legend, then into myth, then into something even less tangible. People will wear his face on t-shirts without knowing what he stood for. They will quote, "Be water," without understanding he was drowning. He stops. His hand is bleeding freely now, dripping onto the wooden floor at slow intervals. Tap, tap, tap. He looks at his hand as if it belongs to someone else. There is a story he never tells publicly. When he first arrived in America, broke and sleeping on friends' couches, he worked as a dishwasher in a Chinatown restaurant. One night, after closing, 3 men came in. White men, drunk. They saw Bruce in the back and started joking. "Hey, Bruce Lee, show us some kung fu." They expected a performance, entertainment, proof that the Chinese kid knew his place. Bruce didn't perform. He stared at them until the laughter died in their throats. Then he spoke, in perfect English. "Kung fu isn't for you." They left, shaken. The owner fired him the next day, said he caused trouble, bad for business. Bruce took humiliation and turned it into fuel. Every rejection, every closed door, every producer who said he was too ethnic or not ethnic enough, he fed it all into the fire that made him move faster, street.